What's up, my beautiful people? How are you guys all doing? Thank you for tuning in once again to your favorite YouTube channel. This is Don Loco Show. A lot of you guys have been asking, where have you been? I am back again. I was on 2 weeks holidays. This is an awareness video. Should in case you want to visit Cyprus or you are already in Cyprus, this video is for you. So you have to listen very carefully for things you have to meet or things you have to know about Cyprus that they don't tell you, or if you are not careful, they might land you into one or two problems. One thing I would like you to know is that Cyprus does not have price control. You have to put that in your mind first. Cyprus price control, nobody control any price here. Whatsoever you have and any amount you want to sell, nobody controls it. You might go to a shop, you see something for 20 euros, you go into another shop saying that particular thing for 70, 80 euros. Nobody owes you any explanation. Everybody has the right to sell what he or she wants. The government does not have the price that will regulate that from this amount to this amount. It does not work like that. So should in case you go to a particular shop, you buy something and you go to another shop, you might be expecting either the price that is higher or is lesser. Or before you want to eat something, you need to check the price, because the prices are not the same here. The same thing you want to buy in another restaurant, you might go to another restaurant. It is something different. So you have to put that in your mind before you visit Cyprus. So this is an awareness I'm creating for you. Number two, the bus system in Cyprus is sometimes not the one you have to count on. It may be you leave your house before you get to the bus station, they will tell you the bus will pass in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes you are waiting for the bus, they'll tell you the bus will still come after 5 minutes, after 10 minutes. So when it comes to transport system in Cyprus, you have to be very careful, and you have to understand where you work or where you are going to, or the office you want to visit. And if the worst comes to the worst, you have to understand, maybe you like to buy a car. Maybe you can buy a scooter if it's not far from where you are going to, or somehow you might have a bicycle. That will be it will be flexible for you to go on with your activities. Because the bus system in Cyprus, even sometimes people change prices, sometimes they keep you anywhere. They don't care. So you have to be very careful when you want to come to Cyprus, or you are already in Cyprus and you want to start doing things in Cyprus. The transport system is not the one you can count on somehow. But you have to prepare your mind. Whatsoever arrives within you, you have to take it. Right? Number three, you have to understand Cyprus is divided. In 1974, something happened that Turkey occupied the other area. And this is something people don't talk about, because it is one of the most aching things when it comes to the Cyprus. When they think of it, they are always angry. They will tell you, we are always in this condition because of this. When you go closer to the buffer zone, you have to understand. So, should in case you are in the Republic of Cyprus and you cross the buffer zone, you have yourself to blame. Should in case something happened to you, so that will be for your own good. If you are coming to Cyprus, make sure you have to stay within the lane of the Republic of Cyprus, so that something should not happen to you, or you should not cross the buffer zone, whereas you are not supposed to. So you have to know some of these things. You have to ask questions. If you are about to come to Cyprus, your limit or whatsoever you want to do, where you want to go, these things are very important. So you have to be very, very cautious. It's an awareness I'm putting here for you, right? Put that in your mind. Cyprus is a touristic country. One of the main sources of income in Cyprus is tourism. They have a lot of ancient artifacts, a lot of beaches. They have Disney Beach, Korean Beach, Maternity Beach, Fintry Beach. So many beaches in Cyprus that most tourists always come. So believe me, before you visit Cyprus, you have to understand, know the season you have to come, because these are some of the things most people they don't know. If you want to come to Cyprus, most people they don't think of. So before you want to come to Cyprus, you have to understand where you are going to. So Cyprus is full with a lot of wonderful beaches that you understand. Everywhere, Cyprus is an island. Everywhere you go, the beaches are there. You have to enjoy, do swimming, do a lot of stuff around Cyprus. So you have to be aware of some of these things before you visit Cyprus. So this is an awareness I am creating to you. Cyprus is full with a lot of holidays. You hear Easter holiday, summer holiday, Easter break. When you go, even in the midday, you go, they'll say, you hear they say that this is what they have gone for break. Even in school, they have smoking break. So many breaks in Cyprus. So before you want to visit a particular area, you must have understand if they are on holiday or they have gone for break or whatsoever. Even during you have to visit or you want to go to a shop or a kiosk, you have to understand that maybe they have gone for midday break or they have gone for afternoon breaks, stuff like that. You have to understand before you go to a particular area. Even though you have yourself to blame, because these are some of the things I am putting in that you will not find it anywhere until you follow some of these things here before you know how Cyprus operates. So this is an advantage for anybody that wants to visit Cyprus. You have to understand the time they are going for break and the time they are returning back. Should in case you want to go to one office or you want to go to one area or you want to go to any supermarket or anywhere, you have to understand that. So this is for you, for anybody who wants to visit Cyprus. So you have to be very cautious for some of these things before you visit Cyprus. Cyprus laws do change overnight. Put that in your mind before you visit Cyprus. It may be the law you see today, tomorrow, before you want to understand they have changed it. Any country has its own way they are doing things. Any country has its own way they operate. They change their laws according to how the people want it to be. So the system is working according to how the people want it to be. It's not like a Bible that will tell you it was being written 2,000 years ago. They are still reading the same thing. No, things they have to do innovation. They change it today. Something happened, they change. Tomorrow something happened, they change. That is how Cyprus operates. So before you come or you're already in Cyprus, you have to know the laws that they go operational within what you are about to do, so that you should not go actually, or you should not do something that tomorrow will run into a problem. You start regretting. No. Because you think that the law was workable yesterday and today is no more. No. The law might be today, tomorrow it changed. After tomorrow, they still come back to the same law that they changed yesterday. So it's like weather, stuff like that. They change every minute, every hour, every second. So put that in your mind before you visit Cyprus. Or else, you have yourself to blame if in case you want to come to Cyprus. Yeah. Before you want to come to Cyprus, you have to understand that Cyprus speak Greek. English might come like a substitute wherever you and the person that you are communicating you don't understand, and you guys might know a little bit of English. But if they tell you Cyprus is an English country, no, it is a Greek country. English becomes second. So you should not be coming here thinking that you have to force people to be speaking English. No, you must learn to speak. Here is Kalimera, Isikala, Onomazome, Don Loco Show. Stuff like that, you have to put it. You have to put your mind. So you must learn how to speak. It is your responsibility to know how to speak with most of these people. Perhaps meet them that they can speak English, it's okay. But if you think you want to change them, that they have to be speaking but in English, it is a fallacy, it is a mistake, it is a lie, it is an error that nobody would like to welcome you. But if you want to encourage them, you must learn to speak some Greek a little. Then somehow they might learn to speak a little bit of English, because maybe most of them, they cannot speak fluent English, right? So that is the problem. So you should not you want to force some people to speak English or speak French or speak your own language that you are coming from. It is not like that in Cyprus. Put down your mind before you are coming to Cyprus, or else you have yourself to blame, or else you are going to be facing a lot of difficulties here in Cyprus. If at all you are coming, I don't know, like a student, a tourist, whatsoever, or for business, whatsoever you want to come. Put that in your mind before you come to Cyprus, so you know how you can be negotiating your stuff around Cyprus. Driving in Cyprus is on the left. It is not on the right. I am saying it because sometimes most people think that Cyprus is driving on the right road. Cyprus is the same like UK. Cyprus is the same like Ireland. Cyprus is the same like Malta. Cyprus is the same like Japan. Cyprus is not like other European countries like Germany, Belgium, Denmark, Finland. No, Cyprus driving is on the left. So you have to be very cautious, because I see most tourists, when they come here, they rent cars, and before they realize, they begin to make accidents, because it will take them time to really think that they are driving on the left hand, on which it is supposed to be on the right. So before you realize, or before you want to think one or two, you are already hit so many cars, and you have to really think about that for a number of minutes time before you enter the road, or else you have yourself to blame, or else you cause a lot of accidents. You might kill somebody, you might destroy somebody's car, or you might even hit some houses or whatsoever. So you must know that Cyprus driving is on the left. So put that in your mind before you have to come to Cyprus, or put that in your mind before you start doing driving around Cyprus, which most people sometimes get confused. So it is an awareness video. Respectfully speaking, I'm not telling you anything in Cyprus that's not real. Respectfully speaking, I am not out to bring down Cyprus. Respectfully speaking, I am bringing out an awareness for everybody to understand most of these things, because most people, they don't know the other thing about, oh, we are coming to Cyprus, but they have not taken time to check most of this stuff in Cyprus. So you have to think some of these things before you come to Cyprus and enjoy Cyprus. Again, Cyprus is an island. Cyprus is being surrounded by water. Cyprus does not have other countries that you can go by cars. This has been a lot of issues, and most people think that when you come to Cyprus, you can take car to another European country. It does not work like that. It is an island surrounded by water, and many people do this mistake of thinking that, oh, you have to do this, you have to do. No, Cyprus is just surrounded by water with some facility like Nicosia, Limassol, Paphos, Larnaca, and stuff like that. So this is an awareness for you. If you want to come to Cyprus, you have to put that in your mind. I have to understand that you have to come either by plane and race. It is just a reason that they're having ferry that can take you to Greece. You understand? So before you come to Cyprus, you have to put this in your mind. Don't think that you have to come any other way, or you think you have to go through car to another European country or stuff like that. No, you come to Cyprus either by air or you come by ferry, and that's all, through the water, and you can also go through that means. That is the only way you can come to Cyprus. So what, it is surrounded by water, which is one of the most fantastic, that gives a lot of tourists to come because of the good beaches around Cyprus that people always enjoy to visit Cyprus. So this particular stuff is for you. Should in case you want to visit Cyprus, you should know some of these things before you are coming to Cyprus. Cyprus is cat capital of the world. I repeat, Cyprus is cat capital of the world. The number of cats in Cyprus are more than the number of human beings. Cyprus is roughly 1.4, 1.5 million, but the number of cats is close to 2 million. Anytime you drop from the water, anytime you come from the air, you want to move, you see cat around. Whether black, white, mixed color. Cyprus have so many cats, and you begin to ask questions. How does Cyprus come with all these cats? You have to trace back in the days of St. Helena, because Cyprus had so many snakes, and the only way they can drive some of these snakes, or they can reduce some of these snakes, were to bring cat, and cat were being brought from Egypt and Pakistan. From there, Cyprus has become cat capital of the world. I've done a video about cat in Cyprus, Talakat Museum. You also see, I'll leave the link either in the comment section, or I'll also encourage you to leave it here for you to watch it if you want to know more about Cyprus cat and the history of cat in Cyprus. That will be something that will be very fantastic for you. I will encourage you to watch that video because it is one of the best things. So everywhere you move in Cyprus, you have so many cats, the big, the small, the medium, all types of cats that are in Cyprus. So Cyprus is cat capital of the world. Believe me, Cyprus does not, most of the roads in Cyprus do not have bicycle road. So if you are coming here and you think you have a lot of congestion and you think you have to use bicycle, you only have to manage this with the cars, with the motorcycles. You only have to manage it, even though there are some areas that they have bicycle road. But most of the roads in Cyprus, they don't have bicycle road that you have to be concentrating only on bicycle. No. You know, Cyprus is an ancient country, an old country, so most of the roads are old road. So it is now that they are trying to do something to change so that they can have bicycle road and stuff like that. But if you think that road are permanent for bicycle, it is very, very difficult. Go to Nicosia, it will be very, very difficult. Go to other towns, it will be very, very difficult for you to see road that meant only for bicycle. That bicycle pedestrian road, they are very, very difficult. So sometimes you have to, you mix the same place with cars. Sometimes you are moving in the car, they'll tell you you have to go to the other way. It is something very, very confusing in Cyprus. So if you are here, you have a car and think you have too much congestion, you only have to buy a bicycle. Like me, I have a bicycle which I move with it. So I also have to manage the cars, we do it the way we can understand and go to wherever we are going. But if you think there are areas that are meant for bicycles, you can only have that, then mostly some part in Yanaka, some part in Paphos, little part in Limassol and stuff like that. But complete car Cyprus, there are little areas that are having bicycle the road. So you have to be very careful before you come to Cyprus. Prepare your mind. If you're a bicycle rider and you love bicycle, you only have to manage in the way you see it. So it should not be an issue. It should not be a problem for you. It should not be something that you want to like, oh, I don't know. So put this in your mind, because I'm here to enlighten you in case you want to visit Cyprus. Respectfully speaking, I'm giving you the reality on the ground. Respectfully speaking, I am not here to downgrade Cyprus. I am telling you what you need to know. If you are in Cyprus, you know this, because most of the people that are in Cyprus, some of them, they don't know. Some of these people that they want to come to Cyprus, they are lacking on this information. Do me one favor, just one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like the video, is for free. To subscribe for free, to like the video is for free. Share it to other groups so that others can learn. All of these, they are all for free. Nobody hold you accountable. They will call you some money that you have subscribed. No. So do me this favor. That's all what I want for you.